Hi, welcome back to Grandma Ray Don't Play, and I'm Rachel. So this time I'd like to show you how to make split green pea soup. Okay, here we go. See, it says green split peas. That's what you make green pea soup. Okay, so you can see what it looks like right here. It's peas that they've cut in half. That's why it's called split. Okay. All right, and we're gonna cook that in the pressure cooker. We're gonna cook it in the Power pressure cooker XL. All right. So I'm gonna adjust the camera and we're gonna get started. And the whole process should be completely done in about 40 minutes. All right. All right. So let me adjust the camera. We're gonna get started, shall we? Thanks for hanging around. All right. Okay, so this is our Power Pressure Cooker XL. I love, love, love the machine. You can cook beans, meat, starch, vegetables really, really quick. All right. So I put the green split peas inside, okay? Now we're gonna add our ingredients. We're gonna add some chicken broth, okay? We're gonna do about 3 heaping tablespoons of that. If you don't have this powdered chicken broth like I do, when you bake a chicken, save the broth, which is the liquid that's in the pan. Save that, put it in the freezer. When you put it in the freezer, okay, that's 3 heaping tablespoons, okay? When you put it in the freezer, you can peel off the fat that will come up on the top of it, and then that's your broth, the balance left. So you can use that in this case, okay? All right, so I have some, this is a small onion I cut up here. Okay, so I'm going to put that in. If you don't like onions, you don't have to have onions. It's up to you. You can also add carrots if you like. Okay, I'm going to add a little salt, about maybe a tablespoon of salt, depending on how you like it. Some pepper. Okay, I put some black pepper. I also want to add some Creole pepper because I want it a little spicy. This is optional. You don't have to add the Creole pepper, okay? And I want to add some crushed peppers, okay? About a teaspoon. Okay, that's another kick. All right, so let's recap. So we put the split peas in there, and we put the regular sea salt, crushed red peppers, black pepper. I also added some Creole pepper. We cut up a small onion. I put that in there, and we put 3 heaping tablespoons of chicken broth. Okay, and the last thing I want to add is some 100% pure olive oil, okay? And I'm gonna do about maybe 3 teaspoons. Okay, now you're just gonna add water. This is 1 8-ounce glass. Okay, and then I'm going to add, I did a half, so we got about 12 ounces of water. So 1.5 of these 8-ounce glasses. 1 whole 1.5. Okay? Alright, I'm going to stir that up. I'm going to lock it down. Now how fast was that? 5 minutes, right? Okay, now I'm going to put the top on it. So I want to explain the top again. So what you want to do is you want to turn this. You hear it drop down like that until you see this thing that looks like a, let me get the camera. Okay, it looks like a light bulb. It's going to line up close as you can to this arrow right here. All right, and that locks it in. Okay, so we're going to, and then when the temperature builds up, this red button here will pop up. Okay, when that pops up, then we know that the pressure is locked in and it's cooking. When the time lapse and the pressure goes down, this red button will go back down, and then you know it's safe to open. Okay, and I'll show you a cheat way if you want to open it before the red button locks back down. Okay, here's a button right here that says beans, lentils. That's the button we want to push. That says 5 minutes, but we're going up to 40 minutes. You know, if you have less than I do, you can press the time for less. Okay, that won't let me go to 40 minutes. Let me pick soup. Let's see. These buttons are preset, so sometimes if you want to go over the length of time that it has set, you have to use another button. The idea is to get to the time that you want. I want 40 minutes. Here we go. We're on 40 minutes. All right, and I pressed the soup stew button to get to the closest time I could, and then I arrowed up on the time until I got to 40 minutes. This is where you increase the time right here. Okay, this button here will come on once it's finished cooking to keep it warm for about 4 hours. All right, so when you see this action here where the lines are moving around, blinking off and on like that, it's heating up. Okay, so I'll come back when the steam is actually built up and you can see steam coming up. All right, okay, we'll be back. Okay, so you can see the steam is coming up here. Okay, so it's up and it just locked in. So now it's actually gonna cook. There's no more steam, as you can see, coming up. It is now cooking. So we'll be back in 40 minutes. Thank you. Okay, so we're back. Our time have lapsed and the steam have gone. The red button have went down, so it's safe to open the Power Pressure Cooker XL. Let's see what we got here. So remember, we was cooking our green pea soup. Okay, let me just show you. It's pretty thick, so that means that I need more water. Okay, let me see if it's done. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the time lapse, I'm back. The time lapse, and it's very thick, but when I taste it, it's done, but just too thick. So I'm gonna add another 8 ounces of water, and I'm gonna mix that up and until I get a smooth texture. All right. So that happens when you don't add enough water. Obviously, I didn't add enough water. And another reason is when you're dealing with things like green peas, it will suck up all the water. So that's what happened in this case. I'm glad that you're able to see this, because this could happen to you and you'll be like, oh my God, what happened? Well, what happened is nothing, because as long as it's done and it's not hard, you just have to add more water. Okay, now I'm going to add another 8 ounces of water. All right, so here we go. So that's a total of 4. Remember, we started with 2 and I just added 2 more. 4 8 ounces of, I don't know if this is 8 ounces. Let me take that back. 4 glasses of water. Okay, 4 of these total. Okay, we started with 2. I just added 2 more. So that's a total of 4, right? Okay, so I'm going to mix this up. Okay, this looks like green pea soup now. Alright, so now we want that to heat back up, okay? So instead of putting the top on it, I'm just going to hit the saute button, which is right here in the middle. You got to cut that off first. The warmer I cut off first. Okay, now we're going to hit the saute button. So this is going to heat up just like it's a frying pan, except now we're using it as a pot. And it's going to heat up and cook that. Okay, so that we can bring that back up to temp. And if you like yours really, really smooth and you don't want to have any thickness at all, or any green peas that maybe is not fine enough for you, you can just pour this off into a strainer. But I like mine where it's really thick, because that reminds me of the green pea soup that I used to have when I was a kid. Okay, so we're going to let that cook some and see how that goes. We're letting that cook with the top just sitting there but not locked down. Okay? Alright, I'll be back. We're going to give that about 10 minutes to get started. Thank you. Okay, as you can see, the steam is there. We're up to temp, okay? So we're hot. So we're gonna take a taste. Now remember, if you heat up green pea soup, you gotta still add more water because it thickens as it cooks. Okay, you can see that pouring, right? Okay, let's take a taste. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see me. Well, let me show you the green pea soup first. I want you to get a look at this. Okay, so you see? Okay. Alright, so let's take a taste. It's hot. Oh wow. Yeah. This is how I remember it. Delicious. Oh, very, very good. So you try that, okay? Especially if you're trying to diet and you want to eat a lot of vegetables. Green pea soup is an option. It's filling, so you don't have to worry about are you going to get full. You will definitely get full. Okay, all right, this is Grandma Ray Don't Play. And let me give you the word of the day. The word of the day is, when you pass by somebody who's homeless or less fortunate than you, if you don't want to help them, okay, that's on you. But if you can't help them and you have the heart to help them, it don't hurt if you want to share a dollar or two with them, because you never know. They may really, really be hungry. We don't know what they're going to do with the money. But what we do know is if you bless them, you'll be blessed because you helped somebody else. Okay? All right, this is Grandma Ray Don't Play. Please don't forget to subscribe. I look forward to seeing and talking to you and hearing from you with your comments. And I love you. Okay, bye-bye.